Bizarre Brain Comics. Whoa, hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I'm Gary, your host. And this is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. Well, this time we're having a bit of an impromptu comic haul. I say impromptu because I wasn't intending to stop at the comic shop. Well, first of all, that's kind of two batches here. Now, I've heard for a long time about comics being available at the Dollar Tree dollar store, and we have several of them around here. I've occasionally stopped at one or two. Nothing about comics. No comics, nothing. No. Well, the other day, I had to stop for something else, and that was the Dollar Tree was the closest. And I went in there looking for something else, and I'll be doggone if that Dollar Tree didn't have some comic books. So I got a few. Here is Final Faction First Impact #1, The Origin Story. And you might, if you're like me, go, what the heck is Final Faction? I have no idea. This is originally from 2022, and the thing kind of reminds me of G.I. Joe, but because it's apparently associated with a line of toys which I have never heard of, and the whole thing, they're like a team and has all kinds of stuff, and it looks like it'd be an interesting, a little interesting book. They only had the one, so then has an ad for Final Faction issue 2, so I'll probably never see that one. And I don't know if this was widely available or just wherever these toys were sold. I don't know. But it looks interesting. I'll give it a read and see what's there. Then we have DC Universe Rebirth, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps #1. And this is originally from 2016, but it was this and the others were with it are actually reprints, reprint versions of that from just last year. So, and this is some of the more recent stuff. I know nothing about them, so this will be interesting. It's some decent artwork. I'll see if it's got any, if it's got a decent story to it. And but they had several of these. It's a DC Universe Rebirth, and they're all #1s. Green Lantern Corps there, boom. Green Arrow Rebirth #1, and this, of course, this looks interesting. Has some interesting stuff with Black Canary, etc. So we'll see on that. It's this same as the Green Lantern and Aquaman #1 Rebirth, and something I still know so little about. Oh, lots of pretty fishes. Oh, there's some pretty. That's a pretty mirror. That's some nice art. Oh my gosh, that looks like a mosasaur. Oh, jeez. Come on. Come on. This one open up. Oh, Aquaman's costume is slightly different. We'll see. We'll see how those are. Then, yesterday, I was out for something else, and so I went by. I was going by one of the comic shops I seldom get to. I said, well, while I'm here, I'll just make a short stop. And it was a short stop. I don't think I was in there more than 15 minutes, 20 minutes at the most. And oh, here we go. Godzilla vs. Hulk #1. This is brand new. I read it last night. I really enjoyed it, but it's kind of tongue-in-cheek. And it looks like it's can be basically tied to the Marvel Godzilla series from 45 years ago. And And I gather, because they have others, they have like Godzilla versus Spider-Man, and it's going to have Godzilla versus some other characters too, I guess. So, but this is the one I like, because I like the Hulk, I like Godzilla. Big Godzilla fan, and I loved that old Marvel series drawn by Herb Trimpe. So that was cool. And this is a little less of Godzilla versus Hulk, as it is Godzilla and Hulk team up. if you haven't seen it, if you haven't read it, and but I enjoyed it. I know Dope Comics. He was not thrilled with it. I'm not sure if he got it, but he was not thrilled. It's fine. It's fine. It does not fit into regular continuity at all. So. And has little hints with Red Hulk and Green Hulk, but even though it takes place before then. So, but that was a lot of fun. So that was Godzilla versus Hulk, #1 currently. Then here we have, this is, I don't remember what year. This is just 3 or 4 years old. All of these are. This is Marvel superhero Hyperion. Oh, this is interesting. Now Hyperion is one of the characters from Squadron Supreme. Which I really like, which of course is their version of a alternate universe version of Justice League. They also have their regular universe version too, with the Squadron Sinister. But so this is Hyperion. This is the older version of Hyperion. Because they gone back several years ago and rebooted that whole thing, and I didn't understand what was going on. So I never read those. But then here's one with this version, and I think this was a one shot. I'm not positive. Maybe it was the beginning of a series or mini-series. I don't remember. I don't know. I never saw it before, and I just took a glance at it. Looks, I like Hyperion. He's one of the many alternate equivalents to Superman. So, but then here's Hyperion #1. This is from a couple years later, I guess. And so it's an entirely different Hyperion series. It looks interesting. I've thumbed through it. Hyperion #1 and Hyperion #2. And it looks like it looked interesting. I want to read them, and I kind of wish I had issue #3 because it's continued to #3. And then here's The Three Geeks by Rich Koslowski. And I have never heard of this. These were all from I forgot to mention, other than the Godzilla versus Hulk. The rest of these were in the $2 bin. They don't have a dollar bin there at that store, but $2 bin. So it's The Three Geeks. It says 3 fingerprints, and this is from March 09. Yeah, so it's several years ago. I haven't heard anything of them before, but it looked interesting. Hey, I'll give it a shot. And if it's actually something coherent enough, I may do an episode on it. And then from Archie Comics, The Mighty Crusaders, The Shield, #1 by Rob Liefeld. And this is from, 3-4 years ago? I've forgotten now. And I didn't know anything about it. I had more recently heard about the Rob Liefeld version of The Shield here. And this is obviously not Liefeld's art here on the cover. It's Lopresti. And I just thumbed through it, and are you sure this is Liefeld art? Because I have not seen anything from Liefeld in probably 20 years. And if this is truly Rob Liefeld's art, it's the best stuff I've ever seen from him. Truly, truly. And then we're going to finish this up with this little book here from Mighty Marvel Masterworks, The Incredible Hulk. This was volume 2 of The Incredible Hulk. And this features reprints 16 issues worth of Hulk stories from Tales to Astonish. Is that it? Yeah, Tales to Astonish. And which is really cool, because this has a lot of stuff that I don't have of the Hulk, or even in reprint form. Now, the first 2/3 of it is entirely new stuff to me. The last third or so of it is stuff that I do have in other older comics that I have shown here sometimes. Older comics reprinting Hulk stories. So it's, and of course it's Lee and Kirby and Ditko and various other artists through there. But it's but I am. Oh right, this is some really cool stuff that I have never got to read before. Enter the Chameleon and all that stuff. Ooh, so. And what's this really neat here? Has this, see if you can see that. It says, Tales to Astonish, unused pinup pencil art by Steve Ditko. So this is cool. Just because it's something we've never seen before, and it's Ditko's pencil art. This is in the period when he was still really good, before he started going downhill. Where is some, yeah, Ditko. Here's some of the Ditko art. Here. Well, he said when he was still really good, before his stuff started declining. But it's so that is a treasure. That was full. I paid cover price on that. But there we are. Just a little haul video of some fun stuff. So I want to thank you for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think here has the most potential. You ready? Really? What has the most potential? And have for some good reading fun? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, boop, boop, there we go. Comics are art.